Hi friends, join me as I Bible journal for the book of Judges. My friends, today I'm going to finish up my notes for Judges. I have all my little notes here and my little thoughts, so I have those on the side. And then I think I'm going to use this paper pad this is from Coco Daisy, and this is from the Creative Kit. But I just kind of thought something about Judges and then Numbers. I don't know, I just thought maybe that would be kind of fun. So I'm taking this as my direction, I think. I have, again, 6 points that I want to journal. And so I'm trying to decide if I want to do the same thing and do circles. I think I kind of want to do squares now. Let me grab my paper trimmer. Here it is. So let's see. Kind of feeling like just cutting off a section. Maybe let's do this way. Let's use this side. And I'm just gonna eyeball it. I really don't know. Let's see if I can go right to the edge. I feel like that is a good size, right? And then maybe I'll do 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yes, we have enough. Okay. So I think I'll just do 3 of these little tape measure things and cut them. Let's see how straight I can get this. This isn't the very best cut tool, but that did well. So let's do that. And I don't know if they're all going to be the same, but I kind of like the idea of having them be a little different. So there's 2. Where is it? Right there. 3. Let's just set them over here. Oops. That. And I'll do another one. All right, and we'll do one more. And this book, the book of Judges, is actually super sad to me. Because I think they forgot the Lord. They forgot the love of the Lord, and so it just kind of breaks my heart for the people. They don't realize, I think, what they have lost, and it just makes me really sad. So I think we're going to go ahead and do the same kind of thing for right now. I liked the layout from last week. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to try to put them all over here because I kind of do want to write my sermon notes over here. So let's see. I thought maybe I'll stick that one over here. I need something under this. Until this gets a little bit thicker. Let me see. Sorry, my chair is pretty squeaky. Let's put this under here and see. There. So is that going to squish it too much? Let's see. I just want a little bit of separation between each. I think we can do it. I think so. There. Like that, possibly? Okay, let's do that. Let me go ahead and grab my glue. Is that what I want to do? I think so. Okay, let me grab my glue. So, I've already finished the book, obviously, and then I just finished Ruth, to be honest, and I love the book of Ruth. I just love having any kind of women in the Bible that gives us a point of reference for myself, I guess. I just really enjoy that. So let me see what my thoughts were for this, and we can chat through it. I think I have. Judges shows that when people reject God's rule, chaos grows, and the need for a righteous king becomes clear. So those were my thoughts for this way, right? I think that's what it was. Those were my thoughts on it, and yeah, it's So sad. Again, it's so sad. They just got, they got, not just, but they, wasn't too long ago that they were taken away from the Egyptians, and they crossed into the land and got awarded they just barely got awarded their land of their inheritance. And then here they are being evil again. And it just makes me reflect on myself and to make sure that I am trying to honor, my commitments with God and keep his, keep my promises that I've made too. God always, he's so good. He always keeps his promise, even, I think sometimes even when we don't. And he allows us to choose for ourselves. And yeah, it just gives me a lot of joy to know that he forgives like everybody. He says he'll never tire of that. We'll get tired of confession before he gets tired of forgiveness. So that gives me a lot of hope, because I am definitely not perfect. But yeah, Judges just made me really sad, because I just, here's Samson, who has all this power, and he just forgot. He didn't even realize, like, when, I can't remember which one it was, what chapter now, but, God leaves him. He's like, he doesn't recognize, when the Philistines are coming to get him. He doesn't even recognize that God has left him until too late. So anyway, that is that. So what I think I have decided to do, I'm just going to share all this with you guys, is I want to keep these pages fairly consistent. And so with this one here, how I did this, I really like this, like, I went ahead and drew in the numbers, by the way, but I really like that. So I really want to have that here somewhere. So each of these, I'm going to write a little bit about each of them. And then I think I want to do that, but I think I should use I have this creative marker here. It's a Sharpie creative marker. I think it's black. And I feel like we can just write our numbers on this one, maybe. And then I can maybe outline it with white. Oh, that's too thin. Let me grab a different pen. All right, I found this sheet. And not all the colors go, but enough do, that I think I'm just going to use this and write the numbers on it. There's like a little clipboard space here to separate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's one of each color. So last time I just used a dot marker because I felt I wanted it to be kind of rounded. If you see, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I just I like the look it gives with the chubbier like end. So then we will go ahead and write these down. And this is from Avalon and Ninth. This was a very old, you can see from 2025. It was an old subscription. I used to get her functional subscription for my planner. And these are just things I have in my stash ready to use and go. So yeah, I think I like the way that looks. So we're going to go with it. I think it'll look good. I'm just being careful because I don't know if I don't know, it's not dry. So we'll be careful with the black bit. There we go. Yeah, I think it looks good. I'll lay these down. But makes me really sad because, I don't know, I don't know if you guys are the same, but as I've read the Old Testament, it's just like a love story from God the Father to the people. And, his desire to be close to his creation. And it's just so strong and powerful. And it just fills me with a lot of joy and peace, knowing that, I'm a sinner, and yet he still wants a relationship with me, So I just love that. Hopefully I'm staying in frame for you guys. Okay. So there it is. That looks really good, I think. I like that. I'm thinking about using some of this to create my staff, but maybe I'll just, the street sign, whatever it's called. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and just draw. Let's see. Here we go. I have it. Is this going to be ruler enough? Yeah. Let me grab a pen. And sorry, just shaking the camera. I'm still getting used to filming this way because this is very difficult. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Do I have more notes this time? So I need 10 this time, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. I'll just kind of go over here. I'm just eyeballing it. This ruler isn't the best, so I will be getting a different one for the other part. It's just a stencil, but oh, I don't need, I just need 4. What am I doing? So I just need 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that this down here can be together. There we go. Let me get a different ruler. Oh, here we go. An actual ruler. So here is the first sign, and I'm just going to, doesn't need to be perfect, but again, I just like having an outline to follow. And then here I just am going to kind of want to make it like a little like that. Last time I didn't do that, and I just wanted to. We're gonna go this way first so I can see. Keep them all about the same. There. And then we'll do another one. So I have 4 points for this book. There we go. Do one more. I think I'm just going to keep it to 3 from now on, but well, no, I'll do it to whatever's in the Bible. I didn't write it, so I'll keep the points. There we go. Okay, like that. And then the points that I have to put in here. Oh, and this I just want rounded across the top like that. It's our street sign, and we have apostasy, deliverance, covenant, and the need for a king. So let's write that in here. Apostasy, deliverance, covenant. Making sure I spell things right. I know how to spell it, but then when you're doing this, it's kind of hard. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then there's our little roadmap for this book. So let's get into the thoughts here. Where's my notes? Here they are. Let's look at those. So this is for the first bit. Let's use a different pen. What did I use here? Oh yeah, I used that one. Let's use the blue. I think I have it set aside. Is this the same one? I think so. Yeah. Okay, this is from Linnk. It is their signature brush thing. This is the vintage set, I believe. Okay, and this is for 1 through 3, 6, and it is Incomplete Conquest. And then on this one, it is 3:7 to 5:31, and we have early Judges. Then the third one, it would be 6:1 through 8:35, and it's about Gideon. And then next, that was 3, right? Yep. And then 4 is 9:1 through 12:15, and it's Flawed Leaders. And boy, did they have them. And then the next one is 13:1 through 16:31. And this one is about Samson. Samson. Why do I want to put a P in there? I don't know. And then 17:1 through 21:25. And this is moral chaos. Okay, so those are the topics from each of those sections. And then I'm just going to write a little bit down below in each of these. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have just some of the little thoughts here. So compromises the land, and my pen ran out of ink, so I switched it to a different one. And then God raises the judges here. I love seeing Deborah in there. God saves through weakness and faith, and then Abimelech, Jethan, and others deepen the trouble, and then you have strength misused, yet God still delivers. Idolatry and violence fill the land. So that's just kind of the segue into, right before we're getting into Samuel and the need for King Saul and then King David. Okay, and then I drew my little lantern down here. I meant to draw this down here, but that's okay. I still have it here, and I think I colored these in last time, didn't I? Yeah, I did a little bit. I tried to draw the flame there. I'm still I'm just trying things, you know. Let's fill in our, I think this is what I used for the lantern last time, but we're gonna fill in our fence post here. I mean our road sign. And I don't want it to be perfect. I like it to be a little, you know, not complete here. There we go. I'm just going to pull in another color here and kind of blend in some other colors and age maybe. There. And then let's put in the flame here. I'm going to fill in the little flame we have for the lantern. And then let's use a different color. I have this green, so let's just go with this green. That is here, and we're just gonna outline the lantern just a little bit. I'm still learning how to draw here. Not the best, but I think that is just, as long as I'm trying, right? So there we go. Okay, and this is going to be our key points over here. This is like, what do we say? I have my warnings here. I have a few other things to put up here over here. I kind of want to use a different pen. Let's use this one. And I'm just going to draw a few pictures because we have a broken heart here. Then we have deliverance, and I'm going to put a cute little hand here. We'll see. We'll see how I do. And then we have mercy. So I don't know that I can do prayer hands, but yeah, that's not prayer hands. So mercy, I don't know what to do for that one. I have to think. I was going to do prayer hands. And then you have leaders. There we go. And then you have the covenant or the scroll. So let's go like this and make this scroll. And kind of like this, maybe. There we go. And then this one down here is chaos. I'm just going to do like a little cloud. Maybe a lightning bolt. Or maybe some rain, like that. So how do I do prayer hands? Let me see. Let me get out my whiteout. We're going to try to do some, let me see if I can figure that one out. I have an idea. We're just going to do the best we can here. And since I've already, maybe? I don't know. And our hands are praying for help. We're going to go with it. It's terrible, but we're going with it. Because I'm not an artist. There we go. Looks more like people saying hello, but hey, that's good. All right. Let me write down a few other points down here, and I'm just going to use the other side of this. It says apostasy. Israel repeatedly turns from God. So Israel repeatedly, so sad for God, turns from God. And then God raises judges to the rescue. To the rescue. Rescue. Okay, and then God hears his people's cries. And then this one is, let's see. Flawed leadership shapes the nation. Oops, there's an L in there. Flawed leadership shapes the nation. And then this one is Samson. About Samson, faithfulness brings blessings, and Samson got the blessing because he hurt his people. So faithfulness, even though he has a lot of issues, but he still was a blessing for the people, brings blessings. And at the end, he got it done, didn't he? Blessing. Okay, and then rejecting God leads to disorder. Okay, so those are the notes I wanted to put for that. Then over here, we're going to make some more notes. I think so. I'm done with that one. And let's go to this one. Yeah, I'm going to put a couple different things here. There's 3 notes here, and then I want to write a little quote here. So let's see. Oh, let's use a different pen. Let's use this one. Okay. Let's do warns that compromise leads to spiritual chaos, shows God's mercy and repeated deliverance, and reveals the need for a faithful king. So these are the key points. Warns that compromise, oh, there's an R in there. It's hard to do this and film. Compromise leads to spiritual chaos. And then you have shows God's mercy in repeated deliverance. And I got my notes from a channel here as well. They do all this, so I didn't do all this. I just took it from them. It's Deep Made Simple, I think is what it's called. I'll try to link them below. Reveals, I have other sources for other things too, but I've just really enjoyed this one and how he does a little post. So reveals the need for a faithful king. The need for a faithful, makes it easy to journal, king. Okay, so this is the why of what's going on here. And then over here, I was just going to write the quote, in those days, there was no king in Israel. Everyone did what was right in his own eyes. How sad is that? This was the 22nd, 25. Okay. So that is that. I think that's everything that I wanted to do on this one. Oh, at the top up here, I'm going to write Judges. Shows that when people reject God, oh, God's rule, chaos grows. There we go, chaos grows. Okay, so I think that's all of my notes there. Yeah, we're good. So that is my little Bible study for Judges, and stay tuned because I'm going to do my sermon notes in another video. So I'm going to try from now on to put this down here and actually use this section for my sermon notes. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm wishing you guys a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.